On the subject of fighting scars, the fanfiction. Um, didn't really like this one either. So, this one is just about the main six going to a bar. Not even necessarily a bar, just like an establishment where they serve food and drinks, I guess. And they order cider, and they're like, they just got done fighting a dragon, and like everybody's hurt, and Rarity kind of brings up like that they might die. Then Twilight starts freaking out really bad, and she doesn't really sound like Twilight. Usually, Twilight is the anchor of the squad. She's like the one who holds everything together, but like in this, she's like very like, what if we do die? I almost got blind, blah 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 blah, and it's like it. So like, what ends up happening is they get rooms. There's Rainbow Jack in this for some reason. Like they get their own room. And it's like, dang, y'all are really gonna spend 50 bits to get 5 separate rooms? Why wouldn't you all just be like, hey, let's all just, we could sleep in the same bed. It doesn't really make a difference. We'll get 3 rooms. Anyway, uh, also the inn, whatever, isn't like, oh, that's Princess Twilight. I guess he doesn't really care. Um, so anyways, uh, they get rooms, and then Rainbow Dash is like, I'm so scared of dying, and Applejack is like, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. And that's the end of the that's the end of that's the end of the whole. They talk about dying, and they're like, well. Anyways, um, I listened to Elemental after listening to this fanfiction, and it's a way better representation of how I view the main six think about stuff like this. Because he says, the lyrics are basically, I'm not going to give him exactly, but he says, "Are you scared of this fight? How do you know if you're right?" Um, and he's like, "When pushed in a corner, we'll move forward together." And he says, "This is worth fighting for." And it's like, yeah, I think the main six know they could die at any time. I think that they know that what they're doing is so important that it's worth dying for. It's not we're afraid to die doing this. It's we're proud to sacrifice. It's like the thing. Um, when when Celestia is like, we're gonna give up our magic to, obviously stupid plot point, but Twilight was like, I'm ready to do my duty for Equestria. She was ready to give up her magic immediately. I think Twilight would die for Equestria in a second, like no hesitation, because I think she knows that if she doesn't, if her and her friends don't stand against the things that are coming, Chrysalis, Tirek, uh, Cozy Glow, Discord, Sombra, she knows that a lot of ponies will suffer and probably die instead of them, and she's like, it's worth it to fight for these things because it's important that somebody do that, because if nobody does it, then everybody, more people, more ponies will suffer and die. And this kind of just makes them like seem like cowards. Like, yeah, people are afraid to die, but you don't like bring it out and be like, like really make a thing out of it. You know what I mean? Like, imagine soldiers in a war being like, we could have died. One of the soldiers would look at the other one and be like, well, yeah, that's, we, don't you think that we know what we signed up for? And like, it just seems like a weird, like I understand kind of the writing of it. Like, I understand why the guy would do that, but it's still like really weird that it's just a weird fic. I didn't. It wasn't terrible. It was like a 2 out of 5, I'd say. Not atrociously bad, but like, yeah, kind of a weird topic, or not a weird topic, kind of a weird way of approaching it. Um, yeah, like a 2 out of 5 out of 10.